y, right? That isn't a problem. So x. Okay, so the 16, right? Take it over. So negative. So I get x minus 16, negative 8y. You divide by the negative 8, correct? All right. And so you get negative 1, right, 8 over x plus 2 equal y, or you can switch it around to make it prettier, right? But that is your inverse function. Yeah? Okay, 7 though, for those of you that moved on to 7, you're going to switch. All right, and so now what happens is, right, we take that over. I get x plus 5 is equal to 2/3 y. Okay, you guys know reciprocal. That's not an issue. So the reciprocal of 2/3 is? 3/2. Perfect. Okay, so yeah. 3/2. You multiply it to both sides, and so 2 divided by 2 is 1, 3 divided by 3 is 1, right? Kind of like the identity property. All right, and so what you have here is, like on 6, see how, because it was just a one number coefficient, negative 8, and like number 5 or 3, it was like a, I don't know, 3 or whatever. We just divide by the number into every term. Okay, because you have a fraction here, you really, I mean, do you really want x plus 5, right? You have the 2/3 y, right? You already know you're going to cross them out. But do you really want to write 3/2 here? It's correct. There's nothing wrong with it. But why don't you go ahead and just put it next to it so you can kind of see the distributive property, right? And so now you can just distribute. Nothing is wrong with this fraction, but your denominator is a fraction, and most students kind of get stuck with that. So just put it next to it. Go ahead and distribute. So what's 3/2 times x? 3/2 x, right? Everything times 1 is itself. Okay, what's 3/2 times 5? And so now 5 is really 5/1. So what's 3 times 5? 15. And then what's 2 times 1? 2. And so this is your inverse function. And so when you're solving for inverse functions, you just kind of have to realize that y is going to be on the right. And so it kind of looks odd, right? You're used to, you want it like the mirror image of it. And so just go ahead and switch it. And then that's, of course, your inverse function. And so you can leave it as 15/2, but since you have to graph it, right, 7.5. So you're just on two-step equations right now. So